everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we'll see him.
Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Detroit Lions and the Oakland Raiders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Stafford on first down. James has got it. Complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And now running right through it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 34 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Detroit going to get the football back here. And I mentioned earlier, we talked briefly about the tie in Week 1 with Arizona. What was tough for Detroit in that game, they led 24-6, and then the Cardinals came all the way back. So that has to feel almost like a loss, doesn't it?
It does. A couple of ways, right? As you mentioned, letting that lead get away. But it's a game that you had to feel that Detroit could go on the road and get. And you know how difficult it is to win on the road in the NFL. And that was one they kind of let get away. So if they're going to be a factor in the NFC North, in a sense, they have to make up for this game, because that's one that should have been in the win column for them.
And now they're home for the Chargers, and that Philly and home for Kansas City. 3 straight playoff teams from a year ago before they hit their bye week. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches. I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities, but that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oakland Raiders offense coming back onto the field here, and last week kicked off their final season in Oakland with a victory against Denver. And after all that Antonio Brown noise, good of them to rally and start off 1-0.
Fantastic of them to rally and start off 1-0. And as you mentioned, their last season in Oakland before moving to Las Vegas, it is the NFL's 100th year of football. And it's the Raiders' 60th year as a franchise. A lot of milestones, the biggest one being John Gruden's team comes out in week 1 with a victory. Knock on wood if you're with me. Knock on wood.
And then now they get Kansas City at home. A tough start to the schedule. A big play there for the Raiders. 56 yards to throw his car. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and... That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the 1st quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down. Because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when
it got his man complete. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for Detroit. 63 yards. Real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Stafford looking middle, and it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Carr. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Carr now to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Carr completes it. The 20. And all all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's 21-3. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
To throw again on second down. Stafford over the middle, complete. That's James. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, but it'll be second down. Well, at some point during this broadcast, we had to bring up the Antonio Brown saga, and that moment is right now. I got to get your thoughts. I got to get you on the record. What do you think of all this?
Well, when you go back to Oakland, and you know about my relationship with the head coach and the general manager there, but putting that aside, one, never would have made the deal for him. I just never saw him as a guy that was going to go from place to place and be the influence that you want in a locker room, and that proved to be true in Oakland. Now he gets a new start, kind of a fresh start, to put it mildly, in New England, and they seem to be all on board with that. But that has to be the one team that can take him, because they have a head coach there that if he doesn't do what the head coach wants, he actually will get rid of it. If he went to another team, they would try and continue to make it work, and that might grind down a team in a locker room. But that won't happen in New England. So if he's still there, that means it's working well. Otherwise, he'll be out of there fast.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Carr now 7 of 10 here in this first half. And he's got a 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Carr now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get this down to the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Carr going to throw. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And James has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Stafford. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On first down, Stafford here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Carr. Got him in. It's Brown. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards. Now Carr. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 12 yards there and a first down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fair... Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Spins by. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And now running right through it. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 47 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the gun on third down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken around the 12. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter.